Unisoft Medical Systems have been developing endoscopy reporting tools since 1995. Our main products are bronchoscopy and cystoscopy, but our signature product is really the GI reporting tool. We have 250 hospitals in the United Kingdom and Republic of Ireland currently using the software, and for the GI reporting tool we are looking at over 210 hospitals. The GI reporting tool allows endoscopists to prepare endoscopy reports and discharge summaries, laboratory request forms as quickly as possible. And this is achieved by the users just clicking buttons and boxes on the screen. We then have a fantastic algorithm that converts all these button clicks into sentences and paragraphs. And so therefore you end up with a report that looks as if it's been dictated, but has in fact been recorded rigorously with button clicks, as I say. Endoscopists can also incorporate into the reports images taken during the endoscopy. So we connect the PC up to the endoscopy equipment, they press a button on the scope, an image is captured to the PC, and then they attach the images to the reports. The GI reporting tool covers colorectal cancer, esophageal tumours, anything that's found within the gastrointestinal tract. One of the main strengths of this software is that we're supporting what is known as the global rating scale. Now, this was a system devised by the gastroenterologists back in about 2004, and its objective was to elevate the standards of endoscopy throughout the UK. The innovations in the software are several, I suppose. First one is obviously the image capture, and in fact the advantage of the image capture is that when they attach an image to a report, we automatically splash up on the screen previous images that have been taken for that patient. And this is quite handy because this allows endoscopists to compare side by side pre-therapy and post-therapy images, just as they would do if they were actually looking at the physical photographs. Then we have the scheduler. Now, this has taken quite a while to develop. We originally decided that we would just put together a basic scheduler, but in fact, as we've put this out to the user base, they have come back with more and more requirements. And now the scheduler, we can specify the rules for the rooms, the rules for an endoscopist, and the advantage, the main advantage of that is that the endoscopists, the booking clerks don't now need to keep the rules in their head or need to be aware of the rules when booking patients. Those rules are burnt into the software, and so therefore you can use regular booking clerks who don't know anything about the actual workings of the endoscopy unit, but they can still book effectively. And I suppose the main advantage of the scheduler is that it does away with these page-a-day diaries that you see throughout a lot of endoscopy units. And that brings us to our current development. We are replacing our thick client GI reporting tool with a complete web-based version of the software. Now, the advantage of this is that firstly it's going to be so much easier to maintain, but secondly, it's giving us independence of the underlying operating system. Therefore, for example, it'll be able to run on Apple devices, on Android devices, and will guarantee the future of our software for the next 10-15 years to come.
Unisoft's GI reporting tool is a very useful adjunct to endoscopic practice and workload, where there's an important need to get the report out on the endoscopic procedures you've just carried out quickly and communicate effectively with the GP or the referring physician. And having the computer in the room means that we can do the report there and then as the patient is leaving the room, and they can leave with a printed report. We also have image capture facility, and this enables us to add still images, image capture of the lesion, which adds to the report and is useful for documentary purposes. Because the endoscopy report is produced instantly, we can then fax or email it directly to the GP, and this means the patient can literally go and pick up their prescription or see their GP when they've had their procedure. We also produce an information sheet for the patient, which they take out with them, telling them exactly what's been found and what they need to do with advice.
So, as you've seen, the GI reporting tool allows endoscopists to produce high-quality endoscopy reports with the minimal amount of interaction with the computer. Plenty of scope for putting in free text, but most of the reports, because 50% of endoscopies are fairly normal and standard, can be produced just by clicking a few buttons on the screen. The software has been installed in over 250 hospitals, and I have to say that one of the main strengths of it is that it's been done in collaboration with leading gastroenterologists throughout the country. We haven't been a bunch of programmers just sat in an anonymous room trying to develop software that we think users require. We've listened very much to the gastroenterologists and have programmed accordingly. And of course, it's a very dynamic specialty, so there are constant changes involved in endoscopy. We want to ensure that our software stays at the forefront of both the technology that's currently prevailing and also the changes within the specialty. And this way, I'm fairly confident that we can guarantee that Unisoft has existed for 15 years and will continue to exist for the next 15 years.